we present All Souls Night by Joseph Tomelty, with Sheila McGibbon as Kathrine, Michael Duffy as John, and Dan Gordon as Michael. All Souls Night.
Molly, come in. I was keeping an eye for you. I thought maybe you'd forget to call.
I thought I'd never get away quick enough. Old Sarah was in one of her moods, slapping everyone on the knuckles with a ruler. She can smell you getting a wrong note.
I heard you practising and me at the pump getting water. Huh? Like a dirge it was from what I could hear.
Yes, and you mass for the dead.
I have no fondness for that kind of music at all. For me it's too gurney. Like as if they were trying to coax back the dead to life.
It is gurney, Kathrine.
Did you get my book marked?
I did.
Well, give it to me before they're in on the top of us.
Miss Grant was saying it's the cleanest savings book that comes over the post office counter.
Is the interest marked in it?
Yes, there it is. There. Just underneath your last lodgement. You've got a small fortune there.
Hard gathering, my lass. Waste not, want not. That was always in my mind. When I was young, I was hired out to a farmer, and every morning I had to shine the kitchen range, and those words were written on the face of it. Waste not, want not.
It must have taken you a long time to save.
It did. I'd have had more too if it hadn't been for the tombstone I put up to Stephen. I still have a lot of pages to fill in this book.
6pence a week would fill the book in no time.
I'd like to lay past more than that in a week. That wouldn't make much roughness of money.
No, it wouldn't. Your porridge is burning.
Oh, aye. Tom Byers called in to say he thought that Michael and his father had a catch.
If they had, they're the only ones. Most of the men were at the choir practice. Still, it's late for them to be getting in.
Aye, likely they had a catch and made for our glass with it. God knows it's due them a spare no luck. Fishing all week and not a thing except a few coddling for thirst in the banker or a couple of silver hate for Sir John. Listen, if you ever marry Michael, urge him to sea, even if it's in a coaster. Don't have him wasting his time about this place. A breath of wind from the east or a web of fog and there's no work done at all.
It's Michael's own life. I'll take no say in what he does.
So be it, Molly. But fish about these waters and live in perpetual poverty.
You saved pretty well out of it.
When I'm never off their backs for half time, they'd never stir. Michael's only wasting his time here, spending the best part of his years in a desolate place the like of this.
Michael doesn't want to leave his home. Michael has brains.
If talk is any measure of them, he has plenty. Isn't that why he'd do well at sea?
Michael has other plans.
He has his head full of daydreams and loose talk. He's contrarian, not like people born up at these doors at all.
Well, I'll have to be getting back to the office. I had trouble getting out, so I mustn't overdo it. Tell Michael I'll look in tonight.
You'll take him to chapel with you.
He might be tired.
It's All Souls Night and he be to go to chapel whether he likes it or not. Could you spare a minute longer?
Is there something you want me to do?
If I get your pen and ink, would you write out the notice for the priest to read tonight? This is the night he does it.
What notice?
The notice of Stephen's death. It's nearly a year since.
His anniversary? Certainly. Give me the writing things. Now, how do we put it? We hear these things read out Sunday after Sunday.
I know it off by heart. Your prayers are requested for the repose of the soul of Stephen Quinn.
Yes, that's right.
Strange. But I never know what that word means.
What word?
Repose.
It means peace. Yes, peace or rest. Stephen Quinn, who was drowned.
No, you don't put he was drowned. The priest said it was better to leave that out, for everybody around these parts knows he was drowned. He was as like Michael as a pea in one way, but a world of differs between them and others. Stephen had great spunk in him and was obedient. He was the do of the place. Michael is the don't.
Have you an envelope?
I get one and seal it.
I'll rush on. Here comes Mr. Quinn. Tired looking he is. Look at a fog gathering. I see see Michael tying up at the Black Rock.
Is that yourself, Molly?
No, it's my married sister, Bella.
Always the ready tongue, my girl. Do you know, Molly, them's the first words to cross my lips since leaving our last 2.5 hours ago.
Why so?
The fog of the law. Chasing after us like a blind bat. Gripping my chest like a vice.
You must have had a bit of luck if you were in our glass.
We had.
Have you anything tasty in that oilskin?
Always cadging. There's a couple of red rock coddling there for Thurston the banker. And there's a nod too.
Thank you. Say to Michael I'll be in before chapel. So long for now.
Had you good fishing?
That fog, you know, sleek it as a cat, it comes dropping from the sky in webs. Bad. It churns the heart inside with coughing.
I'm asking you, had you good fishing?
Oh, not bad fishing at all, woman. 6 crown of as fine herring as ever came out of the sea.
Where did you fish?
South east of Guns Isle Sound, near the tip of the point, before dark came on us quickly. I saw the gulls burying themselves in the sea, and I knew their duckings wasn't in fun. I heard seals coughing and saw a shiver of fry near the rocks, so I knew the herring was there.
Good signs, to be sure.
We shut the nets, and as they drove north to Rock Angus, I bid Michael make a sup of tea. The moon was sodden like a clamp of paper that has butter bruised on it. But she shied in the sky about midnight, and in the dark we let the nets drive. We looked at one head. It was bellied with the weight of fish. Since God put breath in me, Kathrine, I never saw such fine herring. Every one as fat and as full as the breast of a dove. Tragic, woman. Tragic is no word for it. Madness, maybe, aye. Dead madness. One net was all we stowed. It weighed her down like a log. 2 on the other nets couldn't be done, for the new tide was curling swiftly towards Paddy Lug. Heartbreak, woman, heartbreak. It'll never leave my mind. Fine, fat, swollen herons left to the coughing seals and the hungry gulls and the sea.
Are you rambling in your mind, man? You're talking sideways. What is it you're wanting to say?
Am I telling you we were only able to take one net on board, that we had to cut the others adrift? A sad sight it was, Kathrine, to be cutting them and to hear the sea sizzle them down in the dark. That's put Michael in a shocking temper. Barely 3 words crossed his lips to me since we left our glass.
And what is it ails him? Amn't I sick, sore and tired telling him to clear off and let you take someone else with you? Someone with a kind word for you.
It isn't that he's bitter nor uncivil, it's just that he...
Hush. Here he is now.
Well, we'll have to buy some new painter rope. That one's just gone in the middle.
Isn't that what'll make the boat fast?
Oh, I made do with what I had. But if the night's noisy, you lose her.
Could you get a length or 2 of painter rope and tilt us?
Must be the terrible tugging you do with it. I bought that painter rope not 3 months ago.
All right, if you don't want to buy it, let her go if the night's boisterous.
Sit down and take that gruel.
I don't care whether I eat or not.
Well, I'm not coaxing you to it. It's there for you if you want it.
Sit down and take it, man. Take the sir grudging look off your face. What way is that to be going on, never speaking to me since we pulled out of our glass? Why do you torment yourself?
What is it ails him?
He's sore because we had to cut the nets adrift. As if it was something that he never heard tell of before. Sure, that's happened since we ever started to fish. It's nothing new.
Aye, and you're content to let it happen?
In God's name, is there anything we can do with it? We aren't seers or men of magic who know if the herring's going to mesh. We can't look to the bottom to see if the herring's thick.
There's plenty we can do about it. We can get a bigger boat.
Listen, we don't want that talk all over again. It's mad, fanciful talk.
There's tea in the hob there if you want it.
Well, where are you going?
I'll go to Tilda's for the rope. With 2 arms length to.
Bring 3.
I'm asking your father.
Best bring 3 lengths for a payout.
And when you're at it, bring me some cigarettes.
Michael, son, don't start that talk about a bigger boat. You know how she takes it. Telling you to clear off the sea if you can't stand the way things are here. You know I don't want you leaving the place at all. There's your tea.
I'm a young man, Father. I can't help talking the way you do. Can't you try to see my side of things?
I know, but get it into your head that the sea will always be master and we'll always have to fight it.
Well, if we've got to fight it, we need good weapons. Well, what have you been fighting with all these years? A handful of boards held together with halfpenny nails and skinned with tarred canvas.
I know all about it. Fight it was with 4 open mouths to feed. Sailing home with nothing on the stern sheets but 2 or 3 harvest gilpers that wouldn't ease the hunger of a cat.
Oh, 'twas your own fault.
In God's name, how was it my fault? I don't have me losing my temper, Maida. You know what night it is. All Souls' Night. No night for talk or banter. It's a night to be quiet and thinking of the dead that's gone before us.
Read that book on the dresser there.
John, I'm sour. Taunting me with my own ignorance, when you know full well that I can neither read nor write.
Well, let me read it to you.
I've heard what books are like, filled with flowery talk.
Spend an hour every night by the fire and let me read to you what the men on the east of Scotland did.
We're only poor people.
But so were the men in the northeast of Scotland, the same as ourselves. What, they were cooks and herring from the sea and punts and yawls. Look at them now. Fine, courageous drifters under their feet, going away to Iceland, and beyond it.
And do you think we can do that here?
But why can't we? Well, the men, well, all we need is the boat.
Michael, son, it's madness to think of drifters sailing out from our small village with our own markings on them.
Well, why is it madness?
God, man, isn't it enough?
Rubbish, Father. Well, look at us last night, cutting away 3 nets choked full of fish, because we hadn't a boat big enough to stow them in.
Michael, of late I've noticed a great pride coming over you. If it's God's will you are to prosper and become big nothing.
Oh, God's will has nothing to do with it, Father.
Don't say that. We owe him every breath in our body. There's a great grabbing in your nature of late, Michael.
It's not grab, nor greed, nor pride that's in me. I'm a man now. That's what you forget. I want to rise, to get on in life. It's something I can't stop. It's in my brain, in my heart. It's pulsing through me. I'll get a bigger boat, a nabby if you will, but it'll urge me on until I get a drifter, a steam drifter, 1 drifter, 2 drifters, like they have on the Scotch coast. And not because of greed, nor grab, nor pride, but because of the urge that's in me.
Them's the kind of thoughts that are in your head when you've drink taken. Listen, son, don't get into a rage for nothing. Sit down there and finish your tea.
If I had only the money, Father. If I had only the money. There's a 20-ton nabby for sale in the Isle of Valley.
Who owns it?
Tom Huddle's made a trussing.
Sure, I know her well. Didn't I see her at Ring Haddy when I bought the nets last season?
How much money do you think he'll be wanting for it?
More than you or I have in our possession.
Well, I'll know soon. That is, if Tom Huddle's quick about answering a letter. I wrote to him a week or more ago.
Flying at the moon you are, Michael, to be thinking of even pricing made a trussing. Huddle will be looking hundreds for her.
100?
Aye, 200, 300, and maybe the split of another.
Well, if we had her last night, we'd have had that in one catch.
Aye, and if you'd had a brigantine or a whaler, you'd have had £1,000. Have patience.
But I'm not preaching the impossible. Father, how much money has my mother saved in the post
In
office?
God's name, Michael, son, how would I know if she has any?
She has a post office book hidden in her skirt, rolled up in brown paper.
How do you know it's a post office?
Well, haven't I got eyes in me head?
You're sure it wasn't Molly made you wise to it?
How could she tell me anything when she's sworn to secrecy in her job?
That's as may be, but it's strange you noticed the book with your mother.
Well, what's she saving for?
I suppose like everybody else for the evil times. She always strove to lay aside £1 or 2. She was proud, you know, to have some ready money when Stephen was drowned. Look at the fine granite headstone she put up in the chapel yard to his memory. Shining like the blue eye of a seal in the sun. Strange, Michael, but when I passed it the last 3 mornings, I saw the one-legged gull perched on it. You know, the one he used to feed. It's queer to think of things, but I heard once that the souls of the dead could pass into places and things. Sometimes I think it would be better if the stone wasn't there. Catching the eye and stirring it all up in the mind again. Sons that any king would be proud of.
There's no use talking on like that, Father.
But it's terrible to be sailing up and down the lough, wondering where he was drowned. I swear it was near the gowns of the curling tide.
When he was alive, she'd barely give him enough to eat. She could well spend the week we sneaked out of the forage stores to eat. And never a smoke. Oh, yes, it's fine to be putting up the tombstone now. Always dead things are important to her breed. They'd let a man starve by the roadside or freeze to death in a boat, and then they'd beg, borrow or steal money for a shroud and a coffin to cover him.
She's your mother, Michael. You shouldn't speak such unkind words about her.
She should never have been a mother. She never knew how to rear children.
Damnation take you, bratty. You're not afraid of God striking you dead for talk like
I
that.
talk what way I like. Too long I've been like a hard boy about this place. I'll say what I feel. I know she sent him to his death. Oh, I know. And you know only too well how she can do it. Go and look at the Creels, boy. Sir John was here. He asked me how I was. Sat by the fire like one of ourselves. She must think that half-wit in a big house, second cousin to Christ himself.
Your hot temper will lead you into trouble if you don't check it. We'd have gone hungry many a time if it hadn't been for the gentry.
Ach, why do I waste my breath talking to you? You'll never change. I'm sorry for the outburst, but at times
It's all right, son. I'm your father. There must always be a strangeness between us. Maybe if we could talk without that strangeness, you might be surprised. But listen, she'll be in on top of us any minute. And I've no wish to say what's in my mind. Tell me, it's agreed that we got £30 for the shot of herring.
Yes.
So that's £5 to be divided between us.
Yes. Take your 50 shillings now. Here. 30 years married, father, and you must sneak a few shillings for yourself like a schoolboy.
Tight-fisted she is, son. You or I will never change her. She's been like that since the day and hour we were married. It won't be like that when you marry Molly.
It won't, father.
And that's the way it ought to be, with every man and his wife. Like Molly and you, with no fear between you.
Is there fear between you two, father?
Fear? Maybe it isn't fear. Some of that isn't the word for it. A strangeness, maybe.
If you said that there was no love, would that be near it?
Michael, what is it you're asking?
Such a night.
Did you get the cigarettes?
There they are.
Oh, it's your no 20s.
Oh, the small packet suits you as well. Did you get the letter that's come for you?
A letter for me?
Aye, over there in the dresser.
Maybe that's from Tom Huddle. Aye, it's from Tom.
From who?
Tom Huddle, Isle Valley. He has a boat for sale, made a trust.
What's £400 for her?
You have time to waste in useless errands pricing her. Is your own boat not good enough for you?
No, she isn't.
You have a curdling tongue, Michael, but it's only lent to you, my lad. You've nothing but a better answer for a fair question.
£400?
A fortune.
400 notes that you could crumple in your hand like flakes of dried seaweed. We had it last night, I bet. We had it in the nets we cut away adrift into the open sea.
Am I to get deaf listening to what happened last night?
What's Huddle like to talk to?
He's a quiet-spoken man with no time for blarney.
Would he be willing to take a chance?
In what way?
Well, I've a good face. Would he take a small deposit from me and I could pay him back as I work the boat?
I don't think he would.
And there's the house to go behind for money while you squander it gallivanting in a fishing nappy. What have you to say, John Quinn?
What is there I can say?
You always see his side.
Now, what can I do? I've said against him wanting the bigger boat. He's dead set on it, you see. Nothing I can say or do will please him or put him off the note.
Where are you for?
I like to stretch myself in bed for an hour.
You're not forgetting it's All Souls Night. There's devotions.
For the minute I was. I'm changing my other clothes.
Is there no money to be left in the dresser for me?
No, Mother. Not this time.
I might have nothing. Are you keeping it all?
Yes, I'm keeping it all. I was going to ask you for more to add to it.
What's to become of things? There's a good sum owing in Tilda's and there's rent due tomorrow the next day. Are you leaving no money on the dresser? Don't look under your brows at me.
How much money have you in the post office?
How do you know I've money in the post office?
Sure, you have a book hidden under your skirt. It's folded twice round in silky brown paper. Oh, you're clutching it now like a lobster holding its bait. I've seen you clutching it often, aye, as you walked up the chapel aisle, even as you knelt by the fire there saying your prayers.
It's that brazen Molly Trainor that has told you my business. I'll go straight to Miss Ruth, the postmistress, and complain about her. She has no right to talk about what I have put past me, be it much or little.
Molly told me nothing, and you'll keep her name out of it. I saw the book myself.
When?
I saw it, that's all.
When did you see it? Tell me.
You needn't be afraid. I only saw you fold it in the paper. I don't know the amount marked in it.
Spying on me. The hungry eye sees far.
You've had it since I was a nipper at school. I wasn't spying on you, as you call it, and I'm not spying on you now. I'm only asking you how much money you've saved in the hope that you'll be sensible about it and lend me some. Look, Mother, I want to better myself. I want to rise in the world, and I want to get somewhere. That's why I want to buy the maid of Trosson.
I haven't enough to buy a mincer for the maid of Trosson.
Are you sure about that?
Why are you staring at me? If I have a shilling or two saved for the evil day, it's me own, and don't bother me about it.
I helped earn the most of it. Skate fishing, gulch cutting, lobster, slam, poke nets.
Oh, you'll face me now. I've been watching you of late, my buck, as proud as Black Lucifer you're getting. Grunting like a pig at your job when he comes for the lobsters.
Should a salam to him? Crawl on my belly to him?
You haven't the manners to show the respect that's due to him.
How much money have you in the post office?
In God's name, why are you pestering me with questions? Let me be, can't you? If Stephen was here, he wouldn't be tormenting me. God took the wrong one.
God didn't take him. It was a rotten boat that forced him into God's keeping. Why must you always blame God for it? God is always your convenient scapegoat. But it doesn't ease your mind. Oh, I know it doesn't. Frightened of your own shadow you are, since he was drowned. Aye, mild as a field mouse you had him, but not me. Oh, I'm your match.
A fine match you are, cheating an old woman. You'll get no money from me.
And you'll not handle my money either.
I'll go next door to the chapel. Never stay here any longer and sin my soul.
Before you go, look at this thing sensibly. In simple words, I'm asking you for the lend of money to buy a bigger boat.
I've no money to lend anyone.
But I'll pay it back too. I'll call God to witness that. I'll work my fingers to the bone to repay it. And you don't need what you've saved. You know you'll never want while my father and I have 4 hands between us.
I knew you were coming, John. I'm away on. Don't forget your beats.
Well, did you get any money from her?
No.
I'd expect that.
She doesn't seem to know what I'm trying to get at.
In the room there, I was wondering if it might be a good thing to speak to Thurston, the banker, about made a trust. And his bank might lend the money. It would cost little to sound him out about it.
Sure, I shouldn't have to go to a banker with a poor mouth when my own mother has it.
But you don't know whether it's much or little she has saved.
She's been saving since I was knee-high at school.
She was always careful, only buying the bare necessities, and God knows they were bare enough.
Strange to hear you talking like that, Father.
No, I've never talked like this before. But you're a young man, Michael, that could do well in the world. And I, as your father, should be able to do all I can to help you.
What do you mean?
Well, last night over a quiet drink in Hannigan's, the schoolmaster was saying that he had spent over £500 in trying to make his son a doctor. How much, I wonder, was spent on you?
Yeah, I could easily tell you. Not as much as was spent in football togs for the master's son. Not the price of 2 black lobsters.
And working on the boat with me since you were 7. With your young hands red and swollen. Ah, but the master has the good word for you. It's queer that I should be your father and not be able to help you.
Why so?
If I was the man, I should be able to sit by the fire and face her and ask her what she had saved and tell her that you're our son and we should do the right thing by you.
Oh, I know how it is, Father. Sure, it was always like that, and I suppose it always will be. But how did it get like that?
No, I'm not alone. There isn't a fisherman about the place that isn't the same. And most of them as far apart from their wives as the moon is from the sea. Yet living together.
I know well. I know maybe why it's like that too. They pay for virtue just as they pay for vice.
I don't know what it is. But in my ignorant way, I think the women folk that marry are never young. They seem to be old from the start. There's a deadness about them like old leaves. If a man could only talk to his own the way he can talk to strangers.
That's twice tonight you've talked like that.
It's only that a man should be able to talk to his own wife in an upright and honest way. Look at me. Slipping into Hannigan's by the back way for a nip of whiskey. Slipping in like a mouse. Why is there that fear? There'll be no fear like that on you when you marry Molly.
Oh, there won't.
And that's how it should be. You'll get on, Michael. You have it all. A pleasant young woman for a wife, throwing back her head and laughing like a blackbird. The great thing about a woman's son is her laugh. You that has the reading might think that's a foolish thing to say. But the laugh of a woman can be a great thing.
It's seldom you'll see my mother tossing back her head and laughing.
Seldom, aye. But there was a time when I knew a woman that could.
When was that, Father?
Oh, long before your mother and me married. At home it was, in the Isle of Corr. But she shied clear of me.
Why, Father?
Ah,
We're both of us men, Father. Why can't we talk? But even like strangers.
Michael's son, maybe I'm childish. A fool of a man of over 60.
Oh, you're not childish or a fool. Simple, perhaps, and a wee bit odd. And you could do with a little less superstition in your old grey head. There now. I'm talking to you as if we were strangers. What is it you were going to say?
I feel...
Well, why did she shy away from you?
After my brother Martin killed the gamekeeper. Do you ever know that you had an uncle hanged?
Sure, a thing like that never lies low. But what awful, it's a long time ago now.
And to me it's like this morning. I can still see the grey sky with a no of red in it. And I remember hearing a cater-cran screech. Why is it that I cannot loop a rope on a net but it comes into my mind? I never told that to a living soul before. And all over a cock pheasant it was. A cock pheasant with a blue head and feathers coloured like wet dulse. She read it out to me 2 days later.
Who?
Rosa Wiley. That was her name. That was the day she shied away from me.
But why did you not marry her?
Why? I wish I knew. This talk is getting beyond us. I'd better go. I want a word with the curate. Queer the way she shied away from me. God forgive me, but I often see her as the mother of... Once I told a priest about it, and he said it was a sin to be thinking of my children as belonging to another woman. There it is. Maybe I've talked out of turn. There's a ship's whistle. I wonder where she'd be.
Oh, likely knocking Elder Bay. Dropped in there for shelter.
Oh, I'd say she's closer than that. Near the girl she is by the sound of the whistle.
Heavens, well, it's foggy.
Is that yourself, Molly?
There's rumour there's a boat ashore.
Where?
I don't know. I heard it coming up the street.
I heard a siren going before you came in. Listen, there it goes again. Ah, well, if it's the truth, we'll soon hear about it. I go on.
Careful in the fog.
I can smell my way, so I've no fear.
What's the matter with you, pensive Paul? You don't look like a man after a good night's fishing.
I've been trying to borrow money from my mother to buy a fishing nabby.
Did you succeed?
What do you think?
Well, knowing her as I do, I'd say she wouldn't be too keen on parting with any.
Now, maybe if I was dead, she'd put up another tombstone.
Michael, what's the matter with you?
Oh, I don't know, Molly. I'm tired of so many things.
Not tired of me.
No, Molly, I didn't mean that, and you know it.
Now, what is it then? Let's talk about it. Maybe I can help you.
But here, sit down. Cigarette?
No, Michael, not now.
How long have we been going out together?
A year come next regatta day.
And it's agreed, as soon as we get a roughness of money, we'll get married.
We agreed on that a long time ago.
And no matter what happens, there's nothing on God's earth can alter that.
Nothing.
And we haven't kept many things from each other.
None, Michael. Not on my side.
Well, neither have I, and you know that.
Michael, why all these questions?
Well, there's something I want to ask you, Molly. How much money has my mother in the post office?
Michael!
How much has she?
Michael, you don't know what you're asking. It's more than my job's worth to tell you that.
Oh, your blazes with your job, Molly. Your job is with me. I can buy a nabby for £400. Has she that much money put past her?
£400?
Aye, £400, has she? Tell me, Molly, has she?
No, Michael, you mustn't ask me, please. Anything, Michael, but that. I mean, if I told you, I couldn't describe it.
Look, Molly, it would be simple. She's getting on. We can borrow that money. She would never know.
She would, Michael, she would.
You know as well as I do that she'd starve sooner than touch or lift a penny of that money, don't you?
Yes, perhaps you're right.
You know I'm right. As I say, we can borrow the money. Sure, the postmistress is ill and there's only yourself in the office. Molly, I'd have it paid back in no time.
Michael, you don't know what you're asking.
You could do it if you want to. It's our chance, Molly, to get away from the hovels we live in. We'll never escape the poverty in these dumps. Well, look at it. The net's trailing down. The lobster creels and the dead codling for the banker. We want to get away from it. From the smell of poverty that's sticking to its walls. You want a home the same as me, where we can breathe. This is our chance, Molly. Take it with me. If she has that much money, buy her, draw it out.
No, Michael. It's no use pleading.
Oh, think of it, Molly. Please help me. Look, it's all or nothing.
No, Michael. Listen, calm yourself a little. If I took that money and your mother found out...
How would you find out? Sure, the postmistress is dying. Aren't you in complete charge? A withdrawal form is all you need. Then you fill in the amount and you get her to sign it. But whatever it is, draw it out and I'll go to Tom Huddle with it. Oh, come on, Molly, are you with me?
I'm not, Michael.
The herring's here. They'll stay around for a while. The prices are good. If I went to Huddle tomorrow, I could have the navvy at the fishing ground next week.
Would you not think of asking the banker for the money?
Well, that's what my father suggests.
Or would it not be better for you to talk to Tom Byers? Everyone knows he has money in the bank.
Byers wouldn't do it.
You've never asked him.
Oh, God, sure, everyone knows that he's that mean he'd scarcely feed himself.
Now there goes the chapel bell. Come on. Come on.
Aye, all right.
That ship's still blue. He must be in distress right enough, Kathrine.
Maybe.
The banker hasn't called for his fish yet.
Unless he was here when we were at chapel. Hadn't you better got them for him and salt them to keep them fresh?
Oh, they'll be all right. It's cold enough in the weather to keep them a long time.
Is it too soon for a cup of cocoa?
No, I'll take one by the fire there. Good crowd for devotions. And every one of them prayed loud. They did indeed.
It's strange that he always prays for a special intention. Do you think it would be for his own friends?
It might be, I couldn't say. Oh, the altar in black gives me a queer feeling.
It would to anybody. I think the fog's getting worse.
The pity is so thick. We might have had another run to Guns Isle for a go at the heron.
What nets have you left?
I was forgetting, we've only one. Michael will have to take a race to Port Bogey for one.
Well, he's the money to buy them. He's left nothing on the dresser for me. I'm just waiting to see what he's going to do.
Was he at you for more money?
He was.
Are you going to give him any?
Why need you ask me? Where would I get it?
I heard him say it himself, that you had money in the post office. You know, I was never one for looking into things.
A shilling or two is all I have, and it needn't concern him.
Never once have I interfered with you or him, but Kathrine, you should lend him what little you have. He's a good lad, is Michael. Never known the taste of drink and all for getting on in the world. You and I aren't getting any younger, and sure, both of us have the pension. We'll never go hungry, Kathrine, or without shelter. 18 pence a week for rent, and there's burial insurance that'll see us down with comfort. He's all we have left, Kathrine, and sure, in the end you'll be leaving him whatever shilling or two you have. Let them have it now, Kathrine, while the keenness for getting on is in him.
What is you coming now to upset me?
All right, woman, all right. I know if the money was mine, he wouldn't have to ask double for it.
It's his. That's what he told me tonight.
Well, God knows he works hard and does his fair share. Kathrine, why are you so greedy about it? He's our son, isn't he? Surely if the schoolmaster can spend £500 on that drunken scamp of his, why can't...
In God's name do you think I've £500? There's the book. See it for yourself. Go on. Look into it, turn the pages and see it for yourself.
Sure, it might have all the money in the world marked in it for all I could know. You know that well, Kathrine. If it was herons or lobsters and they in front of me, I could count them.
I'll then let your tongue rest about the money.
That'll likely be the banker.
I'll go. Come in, Mr. Thurston.
That's what you call a super of a night. You can scarcely see your finger in front of you.
That's thick, no doubt. You couldn't fish much tonight.
That's true. Take a seat, Mr. Thurston.
Well, John, Any luck today?
We didn't do too badly. I catch like it every day and I wouldn't call the king my cousin.
Did you get anything for me?
I did. 3 fine rock codling there, as firm as steel there.
Oh, that's good. What do I owe you?
I would say half a crown.
We might as well make it even 3 bob. Here you are.
Thank you, Mr. Thurston. You're not in a hurry away, Mr. Thurston?
No, not particularly. Was there anything you wanted?
Michael, I think, was wanting a word with you.
Oh, certainly. I can hold on for a minute or two. I was speaking to the harbour master on my way down. He thinks there's a boat ashore somewhere near.
I was thinking that myself. Oh, if they're near this bar at all, it scares them. A treacherous place it is if you're a stranger.
I thought there would have been much more activity about. I remember this time 2 years ago when the oil tanker grounded in Tara Bay. The locals were out in dozens. But the place is deserted tonight.
It's likely the word hasn't got round well enough about a ship being stranded or they'd be out. They were all at the chapel. Likely that's why they don't know about the ship.
Oh, you had a service there tonight?
There's always one on All Souls Night. A service for the dead. Sure, it's as little as we can do for the dead is to pray for them.
In the west of Ireland, they had rather a funny custom on a night like this. Before going to bed, they used to leave the front door on the latch and stack the fire with turf. They told me that on this night the dead walked, or rather called into their own homes or homes of relatives to rest on their way.
We do that here too.
And you honestly believe that the dead pause to rest?
Sure, the dead are in God's keeping and anything can happen.
But did you ever see them?
Sure, they're dead, Mr. Thurston, and they might be beside you in the kitchen and you'd never see them.
I wonder what would happen if we could see them and talk to them. Supposing I came into this kitchen and found your friends around a fire. I bet they could set our minds at ease about a lot of things. Who would you expect to see, John?
It's strange, but I never thought of it like that before.
Well, who would you like to see, John?
I'd like to see my drowned son. I'd ask him first if he was happy. If his soul was at rest. But I'm sure 'tis, for he was a good lad, never knowing the taste of drink. Gentle he was, too.
What call would you have for asking that?
I'd like to know where he met his death. What part of the loch he was drowned. Was it near the Gurrans, or near the Swan Rock, or the Long Shielas? Terrible, you know, Mr. Thurston, to be sailing up and down the loch, not knowing where it happened. Wondering all the time.
Well, anyway, John, perhaps it's just as well we cannot see the dead or talk to them.
You may be right, Mr. Thurston.
And you'll arrange the chairs tonight and fix the fire.
Since ever I remember we've been doing it.
Yet you never waited up to see if anything happened.
Never.
Good evening, Mr. Thurston.
Oh, hi, Michael. Any news about the steamer that's blowing?
John Watson has just come in from Bankmore and he says they're sending up rockets, and I hear her blowing still. He thinks she's somewhere about Kinship Bay.
Would you tell Mrs. Thurston I was asking about her and just going in to get the beds a turn?
I will, Mrs. Quinn. I've just been saying to your father, Michael, that if there's a boat ashore, there would have been much more activity.
Aye, the word she's ashore mustn't be definite yet, or the vultures will be out robbing and plundering all they can get their hands on. Of course, they can't do it as well now since the Coast Watch has doubled.
Oh, some of the boys could snoop stuff out of the Coast Watcher's very boat.
You're right there, Mr. Thurston. The Coast Watch was strong last year when the oil tanker ran ashore in Tara Bay, but it didn't stop the boys from getting their fair share out of her.
They did, that's true. I don't think I'm talking out of turn when I say that one of the boys was able to lodge £250 in my bank.
I'll bet that man's 250's no use to him. I just let it lie with you.
Well, Michael, it's a nice little nest egg, isn't it? Good to have for the rainy day.
And like the rest of the nest eggs about this place, it'll never be hatched. Tell me, Mr. Thurston, if you don't mind, I can buy a nabby for £400. Would your bank lend me that much money?
Certainly, Michael. We'll advance you that. 1,000 if you like, provided we have ample security.
If nothing would cover that.
That's what I said he wanted to see you about, Mr. Thurston.
That's all right, John. We are good friends, Michael, and I hope we'll remain good friends. You might say to me that the boat itself has ample security.
Oh, well, isn't she?
And we in the bank need something more real, more substantial. A house, for example, is always a house. A field in 50 years' time is still a field. But, Michael, you can take a boat from a slip out there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and at 11:15 the same morning she might be gone. And where would the bank's money be then?
Well, but that might happen only once in a blue moon. With any luck at all, I could clear what you lent me in a month or so.
Provided there are herrings about. But you know, Michael, as well as I do, that herrings can be as elusive as a will-o'-the-wisp, and a season might slip by and you mightn't make as much as would keep your boat in petrol. And don't forget that in an abbey you have men to pay, plus the interest on your loan, and all the time your gear would be suffering.
Oh, for God's sake, Mr. Thurston, don't kill the bit of push and courage that I have. You can't lend me the money and that's that.
I'm sorry, Michael, but that's the way I must see things. I must see all the snags. I know you're a go-ahead young man, and personally I'd take a chance on lending you the money. But I'm due some of these days for a transfer, and the man coming in my place mightn't see things the way I do.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I know.
Is there no one about here that would go as security for you?
About here? Ach, you know well there isn't. They save money about here not to help them live, but to help them die. What use is their little nest egg to them? They're £20, they're £50, they're £100 at the hug.
Oh, there's a lot in what you say, but I hope you understand my position. Look, of course, why not get 4 or 5 of the other fishermen together and get them to put up a sum of money? Even if they've only £20 each. If you can get your hands on £200 that way, I'll see what I can do. Who has the navvy for sale?
Tom Huddle.
From Isle Valley? Oh, I know him well. We have a sub-office there. I think I could talk Tom into a favourable arrangement. And sure, if 5 of you owned the navvy, couldn't you take equal shares like they do in sailing ships?
I wouldn't do it. I know that. When I asked them to come as a deputation about the new slip, how many of them came? Not one of them. And now this.
Anyway, Michael, think over what I was saying. If you can get 5 of them to put up a little money, I might be able to talk business to Tom Huddle.
It's a waste of breath talking to them.
Well, thanks for the fish, John.
Not at all. It looks like being a day or two before we'll get any more. For the fog looks like staying.
It's still pretty heavy. The boat's still blowing. It would appear she's in trouble right enough. Well, good night, all.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Thurston.
I had an idea it would be useless asking for the money.
He would do it if he could. I believe that all right.
Did you hear him talking about someone getting 250? I wonder who it was.
I couldn't tell unless it was that braggart Tom Byers. He did quite a bit of running up and down to the tanker. But I doubt it, for he's that big in the mouth he couldn't keep it to himself. He'd be blurting it out everywhere.
Do you think he got the money from the tanker, as Mr. Thurston suggests?
And where else would he get it from? Sure, any nets he has are rags. Oh, he could get it out of the tanker all right, wages maybe, or the sailor's savings.
Did you ask her about the money?
Yes, after we came from the chapel.
I suppose it was no use.
There was every look of her getting into a temper, so I didn't coax her further. You know, Michael, we might be judging her wrong. It might only be a shilling or two she has passed her.
But it's the empty feeling of distrust it leaves, Father. It makes you like a stranger with her. If she would only say, look, I have only £10 by me and I need it, but if you want it, you can have it. I wouldn't take it then. But it's made me uneasy in my mind to think she has the money and she won't lend it.
You'll never get very close to her, Michael.
You didn't yourself, Father?
No, Michael.
Yet you've been content?
No, Michael, I haven't. But what matter? The sea can always take your mind off things for a bit. That's why I'm so fond of it. But honour give where honour's due, she married me when the other woman shied away from me. Whether she knows or not about my brother, I couldn't say, but she asked no questions. God knows, son, I've been moody with her, married to her and thinking about the other woman all the time. There's people say that you forget things, but you don't, son. My first love was my only one, and it's as fresh in my mind as if it was yesterday. But Kathrine isn't the worst. She's had her troubles. And if I could point the finger at all, son, at her, it would be to say that she's just a wee bit greedy and over-careful.
A wee bit? It's canker in her mind. She can't even pray at night for it. Don't I watch her when she's supposed to be saying her beads, every now and then feeling in the pocket of her skirt, always to make sure the book's there. A woman that does that has more than the shilling or two you're talking about.
Well, whether she has or not, you won't get it from her.
Why?
Because I, as her husband, could never get it. We two are never one, the one that you hear the priest talking about. You, with all your book knowledge, should know that. We're too much apart. We're only grafted. She's stranger to me than she is to you. And for God's sake, try and purge this money craving from your mind. You were never like this before. What's come over you?
I was giving you credit for understanding, Father.
out is coming behind me. I told him you wanted a word with him, Michael. Did you hear there's a boat in Kinship Bay?
Is she a big boat?
I couldn't say. All I know is that the coast watch has gone out. 3 of the small boats have left.
They're early at it. Trust them to be out thieving.
Did you hear the good news, John? A ship in Kinship Bay. Manna from old Neptune himself. Oh, the devil's good his own, isn't he, John?
Aye, good news it is for some people.
Well, honest John, always getting a wee digging. Well, Michael, Molly was telling me you wanted a word with me.
Aye, well, to be brief as I can, Tom.
Not much when you say it quick. But no harm to you, Michael. I'm not interested.
Well, I looked on you, Tom, as a go-ahead.
And I don't think it's a question of money. If I was keen to come in, I can walk into the post office when I like and lift a £1 or 2 or put a £1 or 2 in.
Please, Tom.
I'm all right, Michael. There's nothing the matter with my boat. She's small, I know, but she'll do me well enough.
You're content to go out and get an odd dozen of herons or a few codlin.
We're no worse off here than they are other places. Heavens above, man. Look at them in the west of Ireland. Look at what they...
Where'd you get the money?
I had my 2 eyes skinned when the tanker was aground in Tara Bay. Aye, and my 2 hands out of my pockets too.
And somebody else's to wear.
You're good at the joking, John, but you know in your heart I'm no pickpocket.
You know well I'm not serious, Tom.
Oh, a lot of boys thought I got nothing out of her but a barrel of olive oil, for that was all they saw. But there was something in the kitty that they couldn't see at all. And the only man I showed it to was Thurston the banker.
Money? What?
Aye, John, a roll of notes thick as the leg of a young bull.
Where did you get them?
In a press they were, lying like letters on a counter. Was I going to let them lie there for the sea to suck them down to the bottom? I took them, John, and I don't think myself a thief.
Yet it was taking what didn't belong to you, Tom.
And you put the money in the bank?
I did, to be sure.
And what do you intend to do with it there? Let it drop in the bank?
Damn the rot will it do. There's no mildew in the bank. What Collier blow as loud as that? Didn't you hear her, Mike?
Aye, I did. Oh, I'd say she was a deep sea, all right.
Come on down with me, Michael, and we'll chance her luck.
Go down to Kinship Bay?
Aye, we'll share and share alike. Oh, come on, man. If there's anything going, the sea won't wash it along the bed to you. What do you say, John? It's worth the road down, isn't it?
It's a matter for himself.
You might get out of her what'll buy the maid of trusting for you. You never know. Give it your mind, Michael. I'll go and get an oil skin about me. It'll start ebbing soon. A nice drift down. We know all the ropes and the fog to hide us. Mind you, Michael, if you're not in the ocean, I won't have far to seek a partner.
He's always the braggart.
Should I go, Father?
I'd say no, but you won't be told by me. You'll suit yourself, I know.
It's a chance, Father.
Yes, and the place overrun with coast watchers. What's changed you, Michael? Didn't I hear you earlier in front of Mr. Thurston calling those who went stripping a stranded ship vultures?
Well, surely it isn't a crime for a man to change his mind about something. Besides, it's the unwritten law of the coast, isn't it?
And if the coast watchers find you, don't forget it's arrest and jail.
Well, that's a chance we've got to take. But look, if we hug the shore, there's no danger of that. Their boats are too clumsy.
Have you never thought of Molly there? How is she going to feel if you're taken for making a thief of yourself?
John, come and help me to turn this mattress.
I'll be right in.
How would you feel, Molly, if they did take me?
I wouldn't feel very good about it, Michael, in spite of what you think of me.
What?
You can hurt Michael.
When, Molly? When did I hurt you?
Earlier on, when you asked me to fraud about the money.
God, Molly, I didn't know it hurt you. I wouldn't for the world. I was keyed up about the boat.
You've no idea how it hurt, Michael. To think that you'd get the idea that I'd stoop...
Please, Molly, believe me, I didn't mean it like that. It was an eagerness.
What's changing you, Michael? You were
Aye, by leaving nets of fish in the sea. I've got to get a bigger boat. Don't you see that, Molly? Don't you?
I do.
But I'm sorry, love, for asking you what I did. Look, I know you're honest, Molly. Now tell me, do you think I should go down with Tom Byers?
That's a matter for yourself.
But Molly...
Well, Molly, you can talk him out of going down.
No, I didn't.
Look, you won't be angry, Molly, if I go.
I said before, it's entirely a matter for yourself.
You're going then?
I am.
Where are you going?
Kinship Bay, down to the wreck.
Who's going with you?
I'm not. Never in my life did I prowl about in a dead ship.
I'd go down myself if I was able. Fine things been washed out of her into the sea. Sure, God himself wouldn't say anything against poor folk getting them. If you're taking your own boat, won't you need to clear the nets out of her to make room? Would you not give him a hand?
It's not my wish that he should go.
And why shouldn't you go? Same as the rest and get your share of what's going.
Are you not going to wish his luck?
I don't want him to go at all.
And maybe if he brings back a bottle or two of brandy from her for that old chest of yours, you'll tell him to put it in the mitten. My God, man, if we only get a couple of tubs of coal out of her, isn't it worth the road down?
Aye, well, I hope I can get more than a few tubs of coal.
Don't go rummaging in the cabins, mate.
Listen to honest John. Wouldn't the Lord himself rather that poor folk like ourselves got any stuff that's going before it went down to the bottom of the sea? Here, you see? You have no answer for that. Come on, mate.
Will someone come with me? I'll give them the net out of the boat. It'll only be an hour way.
I'll come, but where will I leave it?
I'll do the wall tomorrow.
What time will you be back?
Likely at tide's turn. Certainly before dawn.
I'll wait up for you, Michael.
I'll go home, but I'll see you first thing in the morning.
Watch yourselves now. And for God's sake, heave to if the Coast Watch challenges you.
You're upsetting, that's what you are, John, putting obstacles in their way.
Come on, Michael.
Don't worry. We'll be back before dawn.
Don't worry so much about Michael. He'll be all right. You know he's dead set on getting a bigger boat.
He shouldn't be so impatient. It looks as if he doesn't care where he gets the money to buy her, as long as he gets it.
Well, if he was lazy and had no drive, you might feel worse about
It's
it.
the reading that's making him worse. That book there on the dresser has put this notion of the bigger boat in his head.
Don't you wish now that you could read yourself?
Sometimes I think...
You do now. There's no use denying it. Reading is a fine thing. It clears the mind.
There's people who'll tell you that it makes for pride and putting people above their station.
If people read more, John, there'd be no such things as stations as you know them. You'd have been a much happier man all your days if you'd been able to read.
How so?
Well, look at yourself. Going about as meek as a lamb with an imaginary curse always clouding your mind. You needn't look at me like that. Michael told me all about it.
About my dead brother?
Yes.
Did he tell you about the woman that...
He did. I pitied her when I heard it. She must have been a poor, ignorant, superstitious being. You've been unhappy with all this unnecessary worry. A lifetime of misery.
I have, Molly. There's always been a discontent.
And it's yourself has been the cause of it. I tell you what. When Michael and I are married and have a little place of our own, you can come every night and spend an hour with us, and I'll teach you to read.
And would you teach me to write too, Molly?
Of course I will.
Oh, it grieves me, Molly, to have to put a next on my pension book. Is it hard to write, Molly?
It isn't. Here, wait till I get a piece of paper. Hold this pencil and let me guide your hand. J O H M Q U I N N. There. That's your name. Sure, a few times over it and you could write better than I could myself.
Yes, I suppose so. But it's the counting, Molly.
Simple, too. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when you want 10, you put a 1 in front of a naught.
And hundreds too.
Well, 2 noughts after a 1.
And that's a naught. Round like a sailing or the eye of the heron. And that's a 5. Shaped like a cup hook in the dresser. And a 6. Like a wormwood is on the beach. As you say, Molly, it'll be no time before I could write and read.
And would you like it?
Sure I would. And 1,000, Molly. How would you write down 1,000?
3 noughts and a 1. Like that. I tell you, when Michael and I get a place of our own, I'll wash my hands clear of you in 2 months if you can't read and write.
Molly, I'll come to you, never fear.
There'll be a cup of tea with a wee nip of something in it.
Of what?
Whiskey. Or maybe you prefer rum.
And you would have it in the house, like the way you'd store medicine.
Of course I would.
And if Michael was given to it, you wouldn't say against him?
No, provided he didn't overdo it.
God above me, you're a woman in 1,000.
No, I'm not.
And you'd let him have a shilling or two in his pocket?
Of course. I don't want all his money. But he must give me what's going to keep his home comfortable. And if there's any children...
You'd be good to children, Molly.
Of course I would. Why shouldn't I if they were my own?
And you wouldn't push them away from you like they do around these doors. They're like the swans you'd see in the Glendry bog, Molly, that chase their young from them when the first signs of whiteness are on them. That's what they do with their wains here. When the down comes on their cheeks, off with the boys to sea and the girls to service.
If we have children, I'll try and keep them about me as long as I can.
Why can't they all be like you?
They'd never be like me. Because our neighbours from one end of the street to the other married each other for what?
For what, Molly?
Frank Byers married Ellen because she was a quiet, modest girl that knew the value of half a crown. Jane Mankin married Hugh McGrath because he neither smoked nor drank. Alec Mawhinney married Susan Black because she owned the house she lived in. And do you know why Molly Trainor is marrying Michael Quinn?
Well?
Because Molly Trainor loves Michael Quinn. And Michael Quinn loves Molly Trainor. That's more than 60% of the folk we live among could say.
I suppose it is, Molly.
Where's the young fella?
He left with Tom Byers a short while ago, Mr. Thurston. Did you want to see him?
I did.
Well, maybe they haven't left the shore yet. I'll take a look.
Oh, never mind, sir. I'll do in the morning.
I'll not be a minute, fetching.
Sit down, Mr. Thurston.
I heard talk of the boat that's aground being American.
It could be.
You'd like to see Michael getting the bigger boat.
Of course.
I've been running it over in my mind since I left. I'm going to lend him the money myself.
Do you mean the bank?
No, my own money, out of my own pocket. Of course, it's got to be hush-hush. I don't want the two old people to know about it. Let them think the loan's coming from the bank.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Thurston. I know he'll make a go of things. You won't lose any money. At least, I think you won't.
Why do you say that?
I happen to know that his mother has a tidy sum by her. And I feel that if anything happened to her, Michael will get it, as he's the only one left. I tell you this so as you'll know the money owing to you will be paid sometime.
Well, it's kind of you to tell me.
I wouldn't tell that to a living soul. Don't think that I...
They're gone. I heard the splash of the oars beyond the black rock.
Oh, never mind. It'll keep. Tell him to see me tomorrow.
I will.
Nothing further about the boat?
No, but the rockets are stabbing through the fog. You know, in a queer way, like the light of a candle in a paper bag.
Well, I'll get along home now. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Thurston.
Good night, and I won't forget to give Michael your errand. I wonder what he wants to see Michael for.
He's going to lend him the money to buy the boat.
I always said it. There's none better than Thurston. Lend him it all.
Yes. So you can tell Mrs. Quinn when she comes in. I don't know whether she'll be pleased or not.
It'll be hard to say what way she'll take.
I'll look in again in the morning. Good night.
Good night, Molly. A 5. Just like a cut hook you'd screw into a dresser. And a knot, like the eye of a heron.
God above me, I thought I'd never reach you.
What happened?
Fell below the rocks. Tripped on the trail and nets I was carrying.
Are you hurt, woman?
Cold to the marrow of my bones. I thought I'd faint for I've got something right over my face.
Just imagine it, that's all. Come to the fire. You're shivering. I was out there a while ago. Why didn't you call me?
I couldn't for the shiver.
Come close to the fire, woman. If you'd a sup of brandy. I'll try and get you some pannikins. Sit there. Will you be all right?
Aye.
I won't be long away.
Stephen. Oh, Stephen.
I couldn't get into Hannigan's. I knocked on Molly's door and she's gone to Mahon's further up. How are you now?
It's the cold. Don't know what came over me. Give me a sip of water.
Hold a minute and Molly will be here with some brandy.
Why had you to go to fuss and frister her? My mouth's dry and warm, and yet there's a coldness in my body.
Sit closer to the fire. Or better still, take yourself to bed and not sit there trembling.
I saw dark figures as I lay on the beach, as if their heads were covered with shawls, and they disappeared.
Just imaginings, woman, that's all. Sure, a fog does that.
And the thing I felt that was walking quietly over my face.
Nonsense, woman, a ribbon of seagrass caught in the breeze and curved in there. It's happened often to me.
But tonight, the fall night.
What difference, woman, between this and any other night? Talk sense and come to bed and sleep, but forget all about it.
Where's Molly?
Did I not tell you she's gone to Mahon's to try and get you some brandy? You're like a woman, really. 1 minute not wanting Molly and the next wondering where she is.
Stephen. Stephen.
Keep still your tongue and get into bed.
It's all the strange talk that's upset me.
What strange talk?
The strange talk with the banker and you tell him you'd like to see Stephen.
Well, was there any harm in that? Wouldn't I like to see him and talk to him? Wouldn't anyone? Sons that the king would be proud of. And the other one gone off with that mad Tom Byers. Sometimes I think there's a kind of a madness in this house.
I have never noticed it, but if there is, you know where to look for it.
Never mind about that now. It's time you're in your bed.
It's getting close to midnight. I'll go now. Build the fire before you come.
I like the camel for you, Chief. There now, all's ready. Worried about Stephen?
Because that Michael one won't let him rest. Always taunting me with him. Felt it better to bend his knees and pray for Stephen than to be casting his death up to me. There's a streak of badness in her, Michael. It was God's will that Stephen was taken, wasn't it?
Maybe it was. I don't know.
Why do you say maybe?
You want me to side with you, isn't that it?
I always feel like a stranger among you since Stephen went. You always see the other side.
Well, ask yourself who has made the strangeness. You took yourself far apart from us, not behaving like a mother at all.
In God's name, what is it you want of me? What do you want me to do?
Let him have the money to buy the boat.
Haven't got it.
Once before you showed me your book. Let me see it now.
Why?
I know a thing or two since then, short time as it is ago.
The book is mine and I'm keeping it to myself.
All right. He won't trouble you again for the money. The banker is lending him what'll buy the boat.
And what security?
That I don't know. So you can go to bed now, knowing that he won't pester you again.
I might have no rest from the pair of you. I stand here shivering from a fall and you taunt me with the chill or two I have passed me. I should have drunk it like Mason's wife.
Never mind. The talk of money is all over and done with now.
That old Grace Mahon is as slow as a snail. It wouldn't take anyone to be in dire need waiting for her to rise. I nearly had to batter the door down to waken her. How do you feel now?
I'm settling a bit better. I'm for bed.
Well, if you are, I'll bring you a nip of this brandy instead. It'll with you.
Is there any goings on outside?
I met John Stones on my way down. He says the wreck's a 5,000-tonner that's ripped the bottom out of herself. There's a gap in her side that a threshing machine would pass through.
Did he say if he saw a sign or word of Michael?
He didn't see them.
They'll be all right, you know.
If you're waiting up, John...
Then see them, John. There's the market clock. Our own must be right. I thought she was a little fast. Good night, John. Pray for Stephen. Eternal rest, O Lord, grant to the soul of my dead Stephen. Stephen.
There's no change. The net's hang down and my father prays by the fire as before.
Oh, are you never satisfied, Mother? I'm after putting my day's hire in your hand. You think we're only here to make money for you?
You've lost more time talking than you could have been there.
I'm not going, Mother, that's all.
You're turning the word on me.
What's wrong with you? Don't you understand? I'm frightened of it. I can't help it. I can't help it.
The gentry are good people. Good people.
All right. I'll go.
It's that Micah that's turning you. Never before have you fired the word at me. 'Twill be a long day before I forget the temper in your voice to me this evening, my boy.
You could hear the temper in my voice, but not the terror. You could urge me launch the boat and see her dance away from the shore. You could see the oars dip as my tired arms tugged them through the water. You could see me round the point. Then you closed the door. You could see nothing then but the bright fire burning in the hearth. You couldn't hear the east wind as it tore up the loch and flung the sea into the boat. You didn't see me as the oars leapt to meet me in the roughs and the rotten gunnels. Nor did you see her crack like withered twigs. You didn't see her fling me out into the sea like a curving pellet. My loud words of anger were in your ears. You didn't see my tired fingers claw the water and reach the wreck until the sand oozed over them as I lay at the bottom. Fresh, they may be loosed from their sins. Pray for the living, that they may be loosed from their greed.
John, come in quick. I can't hold Kathrine in the bed.
God bless me, Molly, you scared me. I was asleep.
John, I seen him. I seen Stephen.
Down here by the fire.
But I seen him, John. I tell you, I seen him plain as you are now.
Nonsense, woman, you're talking blarney. In God's name, what call had you for going out tonight and upsetting us all? Sit by the fire there and try and purge it from your mind.
I heard him cry that he was frightened of the sea.
Yes, he was often at that when he was alive.
Talk no more about it. A wee nip of brandy has clouded your mind, and the knock you got on the beach upset you.
Get her clothes, Molly, or she'll get a founder.
I'll be all right.
I'll get your things just the same.
It's getting late. Time Michael and Byers were home.
Here's your clothes now. Come closer to the fire and I'll wrap them round you.
Thanks, Molly.
What's that?
It's her post office book. No, Molly, I'll keep it. 5 like a cupbook that was being a dresser. And 2 knots round like the haze of a heron.
Great tracks, my boys, great tracks. Home is the sailor home from the sea, and the hunter home from the hill.
Where's Michael?
Let me sit down to draw my breath. What's come over you, Cat? You're shivering there like a half-drowned pup.
She got a knock on the beach tonight below at the rocks. She was after taking the nets up for you and Michael.
It was more the cold, really, than the knock.
When you hear what I've got to say, the red blood will pump hot through your veins. We're rich, John, our son, we're rich.
Money?
Oh, you can always cock the lug to the sound of money, Kathrine. Michael and all his book learning, but it still takes the old dog for the hard road.
Come on, Tom, we're keen to hear what's happened.
Well, she's a Yankee, a 5,000-tonner, and she's a total wreck. The crew left her, taken ashore with a clocky life.
But where's Michael? You surely didn't leave him on board.
Not at all. We were scarcely 20 minutes all told on board her. But we didn't come away from her empty-handed. If he hasn't 500 or 600 pounds in them wad of notes, I'll never dip another oar into the salt sea. Says I, Michael, you've as good as bought the maid of trusting. And the beauty of it is, John, the ship's sinking fast. She'll disappear afore the morning.
But where's Michael?
I'm coming to that.
Well, you're a long time.
A good story is never spoilt through being long in the telling. Says Michael to me as we're leaving the ship, but terrible if the coast watch came down on us now. Says I it would be worse than fatal. We couldn't hide the money in our purses. So I cut off a way of the old mucker tube we use as a fender and stuffed the nuts into it and bound the 2 ends fast with net twine.
And what then?
My idea was to throw away the wee rubber packet over the side and have a string from it to the boat. And we had the blessed thing to act as a sinker. And the rubber packet floated on the water like a duck.
What did you do?
It was then Michael spotted the searchlight from the Coast Watch boat.
Did they come down on you?
Till the seas, Michael.
Ah, sure, how could they? John, you reared a grand lad, a Viking, a sure Viking. Says Michael, Tom, how far are we from the shore? Just then, we rowed past the Bruin Perch, and he knew just how far we were.
What did he do?
Don't be impatient, John. Says Michael, if I could swim the whole breadth of the loch 1 regatta a day for a couple or 3 guineas, surely I can swim from here to the shore. So he pushed the money down his vest. Says he, when you get home, tell my father to fetch an overcoat to James Hanna's cottage. That's where I'll make for. And with that, he over the side and away in the water like a swan.
He was hardly gone 3 minutes when the coast watch came on and made me heave to. Do you know, John, that searched the very bait, hitting the dawn to gather slugs for the codfish?
You're certain, man, that they couldn't have heard him in the water and followed?
Certain, aye. When they left me, that headed dead south.
Is the fog anything easier?
A lot. The moon's breaking through them. Hurry along, John, for I'm eager to see him back till we count the spoils.
I'll hurry as fast as I can.
I'll get along and break the good news to the old woman. I'll go back here again in a minute or two.
Look, John, better let me go. It would take you hours hobbling out there. I can get Sarah's bike. I'll make the place in no time.
But Molly...
Now sit there and no back answers. Go on, sit down. I'll be back before you'd have reached the end of the street. Give me the coat. And keep the door closed and not let the draught get at Kathrine.
Why are you so mute?
What are you saying?
I'm only asking how much money did Bars say they got from the ship?
I don't know, and I care less.
Space your answers with a little kindness. I've been through a lot this night, you know.
You're at ease now. Did you see Stephen?
I did. And he cried out he was frightened of the sea.
I knew that well.
I think Bars said it was nearly £600 they got. Where's my...
What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
What are you searching in your skirt?
Is the candlestick lit in the room? I've lost something.
It is. A 5. Shaped like a cupboard like you'd see in a dresser. And knots like the round days of a herring. But you know well there's a new wick needed for it.
I'll borrow the wicker to that one there. I must look for what I lost on the beach.
Oh, there's no need for you to hurry. It won't be high water until near the dawn. Sit down there. What was it you lost?
Ask no questions about it. Why are you staring at me? Looking through me.
Did Stephen say he was frightened of the sea? Kathrine, why did you force him out?
I didn't force him out.
It was never his liking to search the creels. Why did you force him out, you greedy bitch? It's as Michael says, you are never fit to mother children.
Not your children, anyway.
Nobody's children.
Not yours, I repeat.
Patient I've been with you always, woman. Don't have me turn now. Don't have me turn.
And where and who would you turn? Your mouth's full of fiery talk, and you yourself not fit to be a father. You thought always a bed with a woman that shied away from you in the Isle of Corr. I heard you tonight.
What did you hear?
You saying that we were only grafted like 2 plants and not one at all.
Yes, that's what I said, and I was speaking the truth. Face me, woman. Face me on this holy night of All Souls and tell me one thing. Is there not an ounce of tenderness within you? Tell me now and be truthful. Why is it you never laugh nor have easy thoughts?
I'm only as God made me. Never had much to make me laugh. Never laughed as a child, so I couldn't as a woman.
Why not?
Taste of bitterness always in my mouth, since I was knee-high in the home with the nuns. To be cursed with the want of parents, and to be told to be grateful to God for being found in the sheltered hollow of a beech tree. I thought when I married, the tree planted crooked will never grow straight. I thought I would change, that the hardness would leave me.
It didn't.
We've been together a long while, and you should know.
But surely, woman, in your mind you must see things. You see what's wrong and how you can set it right.
When I was 10 and hired to the farmers, they told me I was found abandoned and Don't talk to me any more about it. Don't. I can't help as I am, I tell you. I can't help it.
You're back soon, aren't you?
I didn't go. Molly went, borrowed a bicycle. She thought I'd never make it up my chest.
The fog's lifting. The moon's forcing a way through. They ought to be here. It's like the poem that taught me in the second book. My heart is weary waiting for the May. Only it isn't the May I'm waiting for. He'll be able to buy the maid a trust all right now.
Maybe.
There's no maybe about it. She's as good as moored out there. It's taken them a hell of a long time to get here. They wouldn't be curtain along the road.
You're sure it was the Bruin Point?
No, John, it was the Cape of Good Hope.
Good God, man, hadn't I the power of my eyes?
All right.
What has you so nervous? Hasn't he, Cat?
He is to be shook.
In a fog it's different. He might be swimming round and round like a sick cormorant with a hurt wing. No light or sound on the shore to guide him either.
You're talking like an old woman.
Was it the sandy side of the point he went ashore from where I dig the bait?
God above me, man, we were so close to the point that I heard the cormorants groaning in their sleep.
I'm going out to have an errand on the beach.
Get your boat. Quick, Tom.
What's the matter, Molly?
The coastwatch are searching round the point. They heard someone cry out. Go on, Tom. It might be too late yet.
I'll come with you, Tom, on the second oar.
I won't be long, John. I'll rush the moorings, and when I've got the boat at the slip, I'll hail you.
I'll go and rise some help.
Oh, God, you can't do this. You can't.
What is she talking like that? Jumping to the worst thoughts in your head.
I'm swearing this on the night of all souls. If anything has happened to Michael, I'll kill you. Do you hear me? I'll kill you.
Oh, aye. There's murder in your blood.
I'll kill you. I know what you've been looking for. I have it here.
Where'd you get that? You've been thieving from my skirt pocket. Give it to me.
It isn't yours. Every silver sixpence you saved, it was earned by him.
Nice nest egg. £500. But come on, John. This is no time to think of the like of that. Oh, hurry, man.
Mother of God, £500.
It's mine. Mine, do you hear? Scraping and scraping all these years to save it.
It isn't yours, but his and mine, who were starved to save it. I'm going to look for him now, and you need never enter this house again if anything's happened to him.
Listen to me, John. Listen to me.
You, Michael? Yes, Stephen. The two of us now? Yes. At the brewing perch, close to the warded perch. The blistered weed clipped my fingers and curled its heavy weave about my arms, circled in a net around my neck, poked its turtle tails in my eyes until the swirling tide poured death into me. My own last thoughts were against herself. Spurt of anger spitting out their life as it left me. She bid you search the lobster pots with a wind rising in the east, with a whinge in its breath, just like her own. The whinge of poverty that drowned her soul and washed out the finer things. But her days of whinging are near past. He swore loud if anything happened to me, he'd kill her. And his temper within him. I'd still be alive if she hadn't forced me out. I know. I would be too, if the greed had thawed in her heart. He killed us both, sent us to an early grave. Why did they ever marry? What does it matter to us now? We're dead. We're gone forever and ever and ever. She must answer to God for bringing death on us so early. I wonder what she'll say to him. Oh, she'll have ready the answer of her helplessness.
In The Long Sunset by R.C.
You're in the mood of sorrow. Can that happen? Can with some. Contrition brings wisdom. It might be like that. We're talking as if she were dead already. He wouldn't kill her.
Inside with you, John. Come on, man, sit down. Where's the doctor's bottle?
I'm all right,
You're not all right. Come on. Get this medicine inside you before you cough up your heart's blood.
All right, maybe a little.
There now, get it down. I'll chill the chest and ease it.
That's the two of them now, Tom. Strange that he didn't look like someone dead. You wouldn't have known save for the trickling of water from the hair to the brow. Ah, what is it I'm saying? Of course you'd know he was dead. For why should he lie crouched on a staved door? It was decent of James Hannah to let you pull the stave door from the fowl house for the body's resting.
Aye, you'll find folk are kinder in death than in life itself.
Aye.
Here's Kathrine come in there. Look, Kathrine, keep an eye on him. The police must be fetched and told about it. They'll have to know it all soon for the inquest. I'll away and tell them.
Turn up the lamp, woman. Turn it up. It's dark.
There.
Let there be peace, woman, between the pair of us. What is there left for us but bide as best we can? I'll not harm a hair on your head. Here's your book. Come on, stretch out your hand and take it. It's wet. Come, take it, Kathrine. The blame isn't all yours. The gap there was between us I helped to widen.
I tried to close it. God knows I did. But the briars of memory would never bind. They seeded from bitterness. A flower must be propped to prosper. A horse haltered. But what had I? No shaping to my soul. Folk pointing at me. Bitterness flooding me as the black flooding a berry. Why had I not parents?
I can't answer that.
Kindness must be kindled. What little spark I had was easy kindled. You say I ne'er was fit to be a mother. Were you fit to be a father? You planted both in another's womb, you said yourself. We two were only grafted. What flowering can there be on the grafted plant? Answer me. What flowering is there on the grafted plant?
I widened the gap between us, that I know. Let us bide what little time there's left. Turn up the lamp, woman. Turn up the lamp. Why must there be this darkness? It was decent of James Hannah to let them pull the door from the fowl house. Aye, folk are kinder in death than they are in life.
In All Souls Night, Michael Duffy was John, Sheila McGibbon, Kathrine, and Dan Gordon, Michael. Molly was played by Susie Kelly, Tom Byers by John Hewitt, Stephen by Trevor Moore, and Mr. Thurston by Pat Brannigan. The music was specially composed by Henry Dagg. All Souls Night was written by Joseph Tomelty and directed in our Belfast studios by Catherine Porter.
Well, if you're still in the mood for more drama, let me tell you about the Monday play tonight, which is on a somewhat different topic. It starts from a highly topical point, in fact. Its central character is a newspaper editor called Bruce Miller, who's forced to resign when a new management takes his paper over. It's all because he finds himself unable to stand up to the new management's plans to take the paper down market. But there's worse to come. The same management has television interests, and it starts up a kind of gladiatorial personal inquisition chat show with the object of destroying public reputations live on air. And yes, you've guessed, Bruce Miller, that's the name of the editor, by now, of course, an ex-editor, is invited to appear. Can he survive? You can hear Barry Foster in the Monday play, The Flawed Man, by James Douglas, at 8:15 this evening.